Sisters, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you get treated like shit. I'm sorry when you get hands put on you. I'm sorry when certain black men choose other women over you. I'm sorry that taking you out to dinner means taking you through a drive-thru. I'm sorry that we haven't done better. And I'm sorry that we take you for granted. I don't know what happened to the generation that came after me, but there are black men that literally are taking black women for granted, and I don't understand it. I can actually say that maybe at one time in my life I took them for granted as well, because when you live in this world with so many different people and so many different women, and you're a man and you see a certain type of woman being pushed at you, some of us tend to forget our own and look at others as attractive. But the whole thing is, when it comes down to it, if you want to continue your legacy, if you want to continue your existence on this planet, your woman will continue that existence by giving birth to someone that looks like you and her. Black men, not all of them, but black men do take black women for granted. And there are some black women that take black men for granted as well, because they treat them like trash and walk all over them and don't consider the man's feelings as well. We are both guilty of this. We are both people that have human nature. We both have the capacity and the ability, I should say, to make mistakes. But we should learn from those mistakes. I preach black love so many times, it's a broken record, like a record that you pick up and put on the jukebox and play over and over again. Why do I constantly keep on talking about it? Because black love is beautiful. There's nothing ugly about it. If black love was ugly, how come your family, how come your mother and father created you if black love was ugly and not beautiful? It's a beautiful thing. It gave creation to your life. It gives creation to more life that look like you, that look like your people. You need to stop listening to the imbeciles out here in the world who tell you that you're racist because you want to be with your own people. They used to have a problem with us wanting to date out. Now they are pushing us to date out. There is a reason for that, ladies and gentlemen. You need to think about that. There's a reason why they're trying to make black women feel that they need to be with white men, and black men feel that they need to be with white women exclusively. There's a reason for that. We should stop taking ourselves for granted. Black women, I am sorry as a man that you have to go through what you go through. And I'm sorry to black men that go through what they go through as well. I'm glad and I'm thankful that there are black men out there that do for their women, that understand their women's pain and will do everything to make that woman smile, like this beautiful black woman here. And I'm glad there are sisters out there that, despite the bad relationships that they've gone through, they don't allow that to make them stop loving black men, because I could have been the same way. I went through bad relationships with black women. I never date outside my community at all, despite what I told people about making videos about Asian women and stuff like that. When I was on my old channel and talking about anime and stuff, I never once dated outside of my community. So people could use that Asian stuff against me all they want to, but I never dated out. And it wasn't because I couldn't. As I've told people many times before, and I'll tell people again, I want to procreate with my women because I want to create a life in the black community that will continue my legacy when I'm gone. Not a knock at people that are biracial. I just happen to believe in the pairing of a black woman and a black man, black love. And as I said, unfortunately, there are black people out there that do not want to hear black love anymore. They are so into interracial love, they cannot help themselves. They are sinking into the ocean, the sunken place, and they cannot find their way out. These videos are not for them. I'm not trying to convince anybody who's swirling to not swirl anymore. I'm speaking to the people, the black men and the black women out there, even the youth out there who believe in black love, that black men and black women being together is not a bad thing. It's not an ugly thing. It's a beautiful thing, and beautiful life comes from it. The black community continues with this pairing. It doesn't when it's any other pairing. Oh, there was no sex in that scene, but I want you to see that kiss because that brought my point home. Listen, the bottom line is this. Just like there are black men out there that cannot understand why I love black women so much and I put them on a pedestal and feel the way I do about them, I can't understand black men out there that pass up their own women in favor of other women. It makes absolutely no sense. That is definitely something crazy to me. I cannot simply overlook every single black female to get to a woman who does not go in my community, to get to a non-black female. Doesn't make sense to me. And it equally doesn't make sense for a black woman to pass up every single black man because certain relationships went bad. Because you should know this as a person that has grown up, that just because you change the color of somebody's skin, that does not make your situation better. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And as far as I'm concerned, black women and black men being together is beautiful. It is something that makes me feel great in my heart to see. It fills my heart with joy. It's a beautiful thing. And there's nothing hateful or racist about it. It's love. Period. I hope we can stop hurting each other because we give each other so much hate and we shouldn't. I ask the black men to treat the sisters much better, to appreciate them more, and I ask the sisters to do the same, to treat us good, to support us, and just love us. I know a lot of sisters have been doing that and they say, oh, whatever, I'm done with you, but for the ones who are still here that still believe in black love, we gotta love each other. We have to. And most of us do, which is the upside to this whole thing. Despite seeing all these interracial dating sites and all these interracial couples on YouTube, there are still way more black men and black women together than not. We just get caught up because we see them being promoted so much on YouTube and in our face more that we think that it's coming to an end. Like I said, my promotion is always going to be for black love, and I will never sway from that. I know not black men and not black women, none of us are perfect, but we should love each other as best as we can. If any of the women are in a domestic violence relationship, they should get out. If men don't know how to treat females, they need to get themselves some help and work on themselves before they get into a relationship with a woman. Because we need to have healthy, beautiful relationships just like our parents had. Well, most of our parents, depend on the situation. At the end of the day, I live for my wife's smile. That's not my wife on the screen, but I'm making a point. The only other thing that makes me smile is that I get to come on YouTube despite its hate of me and the people that hate me on this particular website and spread my message of black love. This is a beautiful movie that's on Amazon. Unfortunately, I believe it ends badly, if I'm not mistaken. But I want to end it here with this beautiful woman's smile. I love you people. I'm not getting the views, I'm not getting the subscribers I should, but I do these videos because it's worth it. You're worth it. And I love each and every one of you. Never forget that. Goodbye.